Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we're diving into a hot topic that's been buzzing all over the forums. Letho as the protagonist of the upcoming Witcher game. If you search forums about Witcher 4, you see many of the fans suggesting they would like to play as Letho, and I can't blame them. He managed to defeat Geralt, he is intriguing and mysterious, and being from the school of Viper, he has a very different fighting style. So, how would Letho work as the protagonist of upcoming Witcher? One thing I'm really excited about is his adventures with Geralt before even Witcher 1. Geralt and Letho's adventures happen after the ending of the books and before the start of the games. For those of you who haven't finished the books, skip this part as it is a huge spoiler. So, when Geralt and Yennefer died, Ciri took them to the Isle of Avalon. But after some time, the Wild Hunt invaded the isle and took Yennefer. Geralt started following them to take Yennefer back. In the trail, he sees a Witcher struck by the tail of a Slither, half dead. Geralt helps him. The dying Witcher was none other than Letho. I don't want to explain the history, so in short, Letho and two other Viper Witchers accompany Geralt as they knew where Wild Hunt was headed and also they wanted to show gratitude. They finally caught up with the Hound at Hanged Man's Tree. They fought the Hound, but as there were too many of them, they finally settled for a deal. Geralt offered himself to free Yennefer, and Eredin accepted. From then on, Letho and his friends took care of Yennefer until all of them were captured by Nilfgaard. These adventures would make for a great quest in the Witcher game. A group of Witchers traveling together, city after city, facing monsters and chasing after Wild Hunt to finally have a fight with them and free Yennefer sounds epic. And what makes it even more exciting is that all this happened before Witcher 1. Which would give a lot of freedom to the developers. Letho's adventures with Geralt and after that traveling with Yennefer could be implemented as flashbacks or as an intro quest before the events of Witcher 4 start. Now, I want to point out that these are just speculations. We don't know what the upcoming Witcher title is going to be, so I'm just entertaining the idea of having Letho as the main character. With that put out of the way, let's see what Letho could bring to the table. The only fact that we know is that the next Witcher game is going to be centered around Lynx school. This school didn't exist before, so someone is going to establish it, and as we know, the secret of creating Witchers is lost. So it is safe to assume that the school of the Lynx is going to be a school made out of scattered Witchers. The school of the Viper is gone, the school of the Cat is gone, and sadly, after the death of Vesemir, the school of the Wolf no longer exists. But a few members of each school survive, and I believe someone is going to unite them to create the School of the Lynx, and Letho could be a member of this school. Now, let's talk about Letho after the events of Witcher 3, and I'm going to do it in two parts. First, his history and personality, and second, his fighting style. But before we do that, if you have enjoyed this video so far, consider subscribing and leaving a like. I currently have less than 200 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you help me getting monetized by subscribing. Letho's history is very different from Geralt. His school was destroyed by Nilfgaard and he was constantly on the run because Nilfgaard wanted him dead. This resulted in many bounty hunters to chase after him for the prize on his head. Naturally, Letho had to be in the shadows hiding, and every step he took was carefully calculated. Imagine playing as Geralt, but you can't casually stroll into a village or big cities as guards would take you, or imagine you're on your quest investigating a site and then suddenly an arrow is shot in your way. And that's how hard it was for Letho. Also, there is a problem with Letho being the main character, and that's he can die in The Witcher 2. To be honest, I killed him in my first playthrough because I really liked Foltest. He was a cool guy and I wanted to avenge him. So if CDPR wants to use Letho in any capacity, they have to deal with that. So Letho has a very different background. His moral ambiguity adds depth to his character. Unlike Geralt, who often strives to do what is right, Letho operates in shades of grey. His decisions are driven by survival and pragmatism, which could lead to morally complex choices for the player. This would not only enrich the narrative, but also provide a different perspective on the world of The Witcher. Saying this, Letho is not an evil character. He does not seek destruction and bloodshed. True, he killed kings, but this was not out of his own design. He was captured by Nilfgaard alongside Yennefer, and he either could accept Nilfgaard's deal or die, and he chose to survive. Also, in Witcher 2, when he defeated Geralt, he didn't kill him out of respect for Geralt, as he had saved his life once before. In another instance, when he kidnapped Triss to teleport them, he did not hurt or mistreat her at all. In fact, he did the opposite, and Triss herself admits how respectful Letho was. And when she is captured in The Witcher 2, if Geralt doesn't help her, Letho will. There was no benefit in saving Triss for him, but he went out of his way to help her, resulting in him getting captured. Not to mention him helping Geralt in Battle of Kaer Morhen, fighting alongside him to defend Kaer Morhen, despite being despised by Lambert and others. Letho is calm and composed character. He knows what he needs to do and how to handle difficult tasks. In short, he's a badass, and that's why he's popular amongst Witcher fans. True, he would get his hands dirty from time to time, but he's a good boy inside, and that makes him really complicated and interesting to play as. Let's talk about the gameplay. Letho's fighting style is another aspect that sets him apart. As a member of the School of the Viper, he specializes in quick, lethal strikes and the use of poisons. This could translate into unique combat mechanics in the game, allowing players to employ stealth and strategy to overcome their enemies. Imagine setting traps, using alchemical concoctions, and striking from the shadows to take down powerful foes. He is also a very big boy, which makes him stronger, but does not at all affect his agility, as we all witnessed how fast he was in The Witcher 2. He managed to kill 2 kings and defeat Geralt. Although ultimately Geralt is a better and stronger fighter, I mean he's the strongest Witcher period, but Letho comes very close. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments below, do you like to play as Letho? I'd love to hear about your thoughts. See you in the next video.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the north. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come. The north resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.